Dear Derry. Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. That sort of thing. So here we are coming into the last week. The last week of 2013. It's bad enough that sometimes I can't remember what day it is. When I get to the point that I can't remember what year it is, that's really bad. However, in my defense, how many of you, like shortly after New Year's, accidentally put the previous year on your checks for like the first month? So don't get testy with me. That was in there about an hour. Queen Elizabeth IV is rolling over in her grave, or wherever she's buried. Presuming she's dead, because I honestly don't remember who the Queen is right now. My luck, it's probably Elizabeth II, and Queen Elizabeth IV isn't born yet. Okay, so, what can I tell you? What happened today? All the housemates are back and laughing. Well, sort of back. The one who was in San Diego, came back this morning about 5 o'clock in the morning. And that was interesting because I was sleeping in his room because he has a bed and I sleep on a couch. So I came downstairs about 9 or so this morning, I guess. I come downstairs and he's sleeping on the bed. On the couch where I'm usually at. And I was like, when did you get home? Or I said, when did you get here? And he's like, well, you were in my bed. I said, no, when did you get here? Not what are you doing here? And they filled me in on when he got there. And it occurred to me that I woke up because he came into the room upstairs and into his room and realized that I was in there asleep and then turned around and went back out. And I woke up at that point because I heard somebody, in the room. It's just, I guess it's an old army habit or something. I tend to wake up when somebody comes into the room, but he wasn't in there very long. So he kind of came in, was like, oh shit, and went back out again. So I wake up and I look around the room and there's nobody there. And I was like, okay. So I come downstairs to find out that it actually was him. Anyway, that was like right after he, got home. And the funny thing is I went to sleep about 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'd only been asleep for about an hour when he got there. He could have been like, dude, get out of my bed. I'm okay. And I had to come down here and slept on the couch where I belong. Like a dog. All right, so what's coming up with this new week? Got to come up with some stuff for Motivational Monday. Stop yawning. I've got a ton of stuff for TMI Tuesday for like the next year. Oh my god. Anyway, we've got New Year's Day coming up in the middle of the week, and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I discovered today that we are apparently having a party here. I discovered this when the invitation went out. So, it's a good thing my housemates thought to tell me about it, when it was being planned, I guess. I've been watching Leverage all day. This is the problem with getting my ex-boyfriend's boyfriend hooked on Leverage, is that in the process of doing so, I just became obsessed with watching the show again because it's a great show. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of I liken it to a modern day retelling of Robin Hood, where you've got these guys, these thieves who steal from the rich and give to the poor. It's basically how I it's a little more complicated than that, but that's how how I describe it to people, and I really enjoy it. I love the show. It's really great. It's got some amazing actors in it, and the comedy is just fantastic. Um, it's just, if you haven't watched it, it's available on Netflix, at least in America. So definitely, check it out and everything. It's very, very good. Hmm. That's what I have to say about it. I don't believe we have any podcasts this week, so I basically have a week off from all of that. But I believe that will give me more time to catch up on my Galactic Guide narrations, because I'm now behind by 2. I have to do the Centauri system and MISC, which is the company that makes the Freelancer spaceship that I love. I love, 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 love. It's a beautiful, beautiful ship. It's a little bit Firefly-esque, but it's a very pretty ship. And it's probably the one I'm going to spend most of my time flying in Star Citizen. Anyway, not much else to really talk about. I really should have given this more thought before I started recording, but I don't often think about it that much when I start recording. I just kind of fire up the camera and I go, and I come up with things while I'm talking and realize, you know what, I've got nothing to talk about. I should just go ahead and, I almost said hang up, like I'm talking on the phone. That used to be, by the way, for those of you who are familiar with A&W, that used to be the way we'd hold the A&W cans. It was in all the commercials. That's how they did it. Whatever. I got nothing else at this point. But in the coming week, I'll come up with something for Motivational Monday. TMI Tuesday is probably going to be the big, funny bit for this weekend. I've got to learn. This is the big thing. I've got to learn how to use Adobe Photoshop. Not Photoshop. Sorry, Premiere. I'll deal with that. My housemate, the one who knows how to use it, he's off all week, so I will pick his brain and figure out how to do it. Until then, I'm gonna just go ahead and honestly just let you guys go, because I'm just vamping at this point. But I will talk to you guys tomorrow for Motivational Monday, and so until then, I want you guys to do me a huge favor. And I don't make this request very often, but I'm going to make it today. So I want you to be careless.